Rocky, I ordered an effing Frappuccino. Where's my Frappuccino?
Yeah, pumpkin spice lattes come out August 27th.
All right, let's do this. When I pretend everything is what I want it to be, I look exactly like what you had always wanted to see. When I pretend I can forget about the criminal I am, stealing second after second just cause I know I can. But I can't pretend this is the way it'll stay. I'm just I can't pretend I'm who you want me to be, so I'm
What's up, everybody? Welcome in to the Rome Squared podcast.
Rome Squared!
Wide world of Rome. Excited to be back with you. Excited to be here. It's been 2 weeks. It's Andrew Romanella. It's Rocky Romanella.
It has been way too long.
Yeah, we're back.
Very excited.
I was excited when I bounced through the studios today, and we got into it. But the only thing I'm really sad about is that this is the first episode in Rome Squared history that does not include Jen Costa.
Boo. Yes. You're right. You're right, people. Yeah, so, and in Jen true Costa fashion, as she says, we are not a Costa tonight.
Not a Costa. So it's the Rome Squared podcast, not a Costa. So, I mean, still bringing you the Spanish flair, helping educate you.
Well,
get us on Twitter, get us on the gram, Coach Romo24, Coach Rocky917.
We still have the Spanish flair, though.
How?
Just look under the table.
Maverick.
There you go.
Yeah, you're right.
That's it. That's the Puerto Rican dog at our feet.
That's exciting.
I know.
So now we have a piece of Costa in the studio.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think it might be offensive, but yeah.
It might be offensive. It could be slightly offensive. But either way, we know wherever she is right now, she wishes she was in the studio.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
Well, since it's been 2 weeks, I feel like a lot has gone on for both of us.
Yes.
You got to catch me up.
I've been great. Thanks for asking. Really appreciate it. And by the way,
I'm here.
I'm looking forward to hearing what went on in your life.
It's exciting.
But, a lot has gone on. I took a trip to Tennessee with the family.
It's exciting.
Which was really cool. I'll tell you about that. I got to
Alba
start
and Gil.
cheering. Alba and Gil are great. Everyone looks good. They had a lot of fun with Sophia. I'm going to tell you some more about it, though. I got to start cheering for the New York Mets again. I know this is the sports.
That's exciting.
It's not the sports one, I know, but I had to let you know.
But if you want to hear anything about it, Dab Sports Podcast, check it out.
There you go, exactly.
In there.
That's right, the Dab Sports Podcast. There you go. And it's not even, that's a real plug.
Yeah, and we get to watch now meaningful baseball
in
August.
Very exciting. But yeah, so the Tennessee trip was a lot of fun. So 3-hour flight delay to start the trip.
Wow.
Which was kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But, it was okay. Battled through the adversity.
Why were you delayed 3 hours? Were there, storms? What do you got going on in
Tennessee?
Tennessee?
The plane was late.
Oh.
Yeah, it's annoying.
So coming from somewhere else, that's the worst. It's like being in traffic, and I hate to say this, but like where there's no accident or even like there's no construction. It's just like literally people are just driving slow, and then all of a sudden it opens up and you drive fast.
Oh, it's the worst. I don't understand. Yeah, if there's no cars up there, why aren't I going faster?
Yeah. And why aren't the people in front of me going into the open space?
No, it's ridiculous when that happens.
How long were you in Tennessee for?
We were in Tennessee for 4 days. It was really nice.
Yeah,
we had a really good time. Went to the Chattanooga Aquarium, Tennessee Aquarium, which was really cool. Saw some really cool fish. A couple.
That is pretty cool.
They actually had a butterfly area. So it was a sealed off section that was like you were in the jungle and they just let butterflies fly all around. Huh. It was actually really cool.
Very cool. Yeah. That is super cool.
Saw a couple sharks.
How many butterflies do you think were in there?
A lot.
Did
Probably
it say?
100.
Did it get like? It was like one of those things where like you guestimate how much candy's in there.
That's
how many
actually,
butterflies do you think are in there?
That you should call the Tennessee Aquarium and suggest that because it's and give a prize away.
How does one take care of that many butterflies at a time?
So it's funny, if they escape, there's a guy out there with a net waiting to catch them and bring them back. Yeah, we saw it happen.
How do I
Because
get
it's
that
like
job?
it's a sealed chamber. So like you sealed the chamber and there's a guy waiting. You have to wait till everyone's in and then they say, okay, no butterflies are in here, you can leave.
Now,
but like one came back, a guy came in with a net to re-release it into the wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that's like an average, like 9 to 5? Like, do you just like apply for that online? Like, do you have to have like experience in butterfly to be able to get that job.
You've got to definitely want to. You
Right,
got to want
like-
to be a vet, maybe.
I would hope you would have to have. I mean, to be able to take care of different species, right?
I think I saw that ad in the Wall Street Journal the other day.
However you apply to that job, by the time this podcast is over, I might have applied to that job.
That's funny. Yeah, so we went to the aquarium. That's really funny. But the cool thing, we had a lot of fun on Sunday. We tailgated the house.
Tailgated the house.
Yeah, we
so you had a barbecue.
Yeah, exactly. But we were in Tennessee, so we were in like half
Most
the driveway.
average Americans call it a barbecue.
No, we were in half the driveway though, and we grilled ribs on a charcoal grill. So we played soccer, so we tailgated the house.
That's fantastic.
No, it's awesome. We
Would you recommend that more people begin tailgating their houses?
Yeah, definitely. I've always wanted to tailgate the mall. Like, here we go, sales.
30%. 30. I think people get fired up for that.
Here we go, shoes. Here we go.
I mean, essentially that is Black Friday.
Yeah, no, I think so. Anyways, we tailgated the house. Yeah, but the tailgating Black Friday is a lot of fun. We've done that before.
Yes.
But we tailgated the house. We cooked ribs all day.
Ooh,
And we drank. And Corona. Did you know Corona?
Premier.
No.
I was gonna say we've had
Malt beverages like White Claws.
Really?
Guava.
Stop.
They have a guava one. It's incredible.
Is it like a seltzer?
Yeah, it's malt though.
Made by Corona.
Yes. It's called Refresca.
Refresca. How do you spell that?
Just exactly how it sounds.
Like fresco with RE in front of it?
That's exactly what it is. No dash.
Wow, they do exist.
I know there's a passion fruit one, which was really good.
Wow.
I know Jay introduced them to me.
Listen, this for all you Romo Sapiens out there right now. Once you go to Coach Romo24 on Twitter, you're about to see this tweeted because I'm about to put this up.
They're really good.
They look really good.
Highly suggest it.
Now, the question becomes, is it too fruity?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Like they're down in the sugar because guava is a sugary.
Listen, I'm telling you.
Well, what about sugary?
Sugary.
Sugarier.
Yeah, like funnery.
A more sugary? No.
Funny. Funnier.
Funnier, yeah.
Funnier. People always say funnier is not
Yeah.
a word, but F you. Everyone says it.
Everyone says it. Yeah, you're just dumb.
That's why I'm thankful for the Urban Dictionary. It
Yeah.
allows everything to be a word.
Everything to be a word.
Yeah,
But
it's great.
the point being is guava is a very sugared
No, it's outstanding.
fruit.
Anyway, so family vacation was awesome.
That's good.
We had a really good time. Sophia, Jen, we surprised Alba for her birthday.
That's exciting.
She was really surprised. It was great. So we sang to her 3 times, had an ice cream cake. It was awesome. So that's what's going on with me.
Very exciting.
Family vacay. What's going on with you?
Honestly, a lot.
I bet.
Like it's
I haven't even
almost
talked to you.
It's tiring, really. Like I gotta take a nap after this podcast. No, honestly, one of the cooler experiences of my life. So I was down at a baseball camp in Delaware,
Great state.
and I happened to get right by University. We went to Kate's.
Outstanding.
We went to Grotto,
Outstanding.
and I think that might have been the only two. We might have
There's
been
only
something
two.
else.
The only two you need to go to.
But obviously, in the summertime in Delaware on a Wednesday, not as cool.
Kids are moving in this week too.
Yeah, I
You
know.
just
We
missed
we
it.
missed
You
it by
just
like 2
missed
weeks.
it.
We
Yeah.
did. But it's okay.
Yeah.
But I had gotten one of my FDU players who's going to be a rising senior for us this year to work down at the camp because he wants to work camps. He wants to
Nice.
do that stuff. So he comes up to me and says, "What do I hear the NBA rookies are having a photo shoot at FDU?" I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, "I found out that they're having a photo shoot." So I proceeded to ask the appropriate people and found out that, yes, the National Basketball Association rookie class this season was hosting their 3 or 4 day. It might have been, I think it might have been 4 days, but 3 in which I think we hosted at FDU because MSG Studios, where they normally host a photo shoot, is going through renovations.
Okay.
So I got myself late. Like it happened on Sunday, I think like either Friday night or Saturday. I got on the list. FDU employees were allowed to go. It wasn't open to the public. It was open to the people that were put on the list that were public.
Okay.
But what was cool was it was like full access. Like, and go check out the gram because I obviously the grammed it, but
Instagram.
Instagram that is.
It was an exchange-a-gram moment.
Yeah, it was. I'm creating something special here.
Put it on the line.
On the line. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, well, go to my Exchangegram and you will see me I got to meet Zion, Nasir Little, RJ Barrett, Jordan Poole, the top picks in the draft.
That's what Zion looks like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was wondering who that guy was in that picture.
He is huge. I'm talking right over your sarcasm. He is huge. Like huge.
So you're just up to his boobs, right?
Yes. And I literally said to him too, I was like, oh man, I really need a photo because my 5'6" ass has to stand next to you. And like he didn't really laugh. And I was like kind of disappointed about it.
Yeah, that's okay. You tried.
But why I understood was because he couldn't sit and talk to anybody because he was who everybody wanted to see. Like, he was doing the trick shot portion, which I have on my Instagram, him trying to shoot.
Yeah, that was cool.
Backwards, right? Everybody comes over there. But you get like the 30, because I had the draft pick up, so I knew who each guy was and when they were drafted.
Nice.
You get like the 36th pick over here, which, no offense to that guy, right? Nobody over here watched him do trick shots, right? So I understood it. But the one moment that was great, on the Dab podcast,
okay,
we chose, who we believe was going to be, the worst player in the draft, the best player in the draft.
Did you talk to that guy?
And a sleeper.
Nice.
Okay? So Nasir Little is who I chose to be the sleeper. Not sleeper, but sleeper best all over time.
Better than Zion.
Yes, like sleeper over time. Like
okay.
It was essentially Zion or the field.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Like Tiger of the field.
I take Nasir Little. Okay? I actually predict he's going to go in the top 10. He doesn't go to like 25 or something like that. He goes to the Trailblazers, which I'm amped about. So I'm like sad because I don't see him anywhere. But this whole extravaganza is set up to the nth degree. So you got to go behind curtains. It's just everything's everywhere. All of a sudden, probably about 5 hours in, he comes walking out of the gym, and I'm like, "Yo, Nasir," and he looks over, and he's like, "I was like, can I get a photo with you?" He's like, "Yeah, man. Like, can you tell me where the bathroom is?"
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I was like, "Can I get a photo?" And I'll tell you where the bathroom is. He's like, "Yeah, sure." So he takes a photo with me, and he's like, the man. He's got great hair.
Nice.
Fro.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was a good pick.
That photo's there as well. And I said to him, I said, "Hey, man, I just had to let you know, like, you were my podcast pick for like sleeper best player of this draft." And he's like, "Yo, thanks, bro."
Yeah, of course.
Like, dude, no problem. And then I felt bad because these like 6, maybe 7 kids come up, right? Like, "Oh, Nasir, you're gonna get a photo." And he like kind of like looks at me like, "Fuck, like, well, like, look what you kind of just did." Like, so I'm like, "Yo, bathroom's over there if you want to go." He's like, "Thanks, bro." And he's out, dipped down. And I like walked
helped
away.
him out, bailed him out.
But then that's the moment where I remember all those dudes are younger than I am. Like,
yeah.
Zion's 19.
I
like,
know,
RJ's 19. But yet we're all there as, like, adults. Like, oh, my God, that's Zion Williamson. But, like, some of these people have been standing on this earth for, like, 35 more years than this man.
Yeah.
But because he's the number 1 overall pick, it's crazy to watch. And even in yourself, like, listen, I'm not around superstars. Let's not act like this is a normal happening. But I would like to consider myself pretty poised around a professional athlete.
You don't get like star
struck, whatever you want to say, right? With Zion though, like it was like I want to ask him for. I want to ask him, and then you end up asking him at the worst time. Like I did kind of ask him at like the worst time. Like, he came out of one, and then like he was supposed to go and like do a jersey change, and then like come back, and then like I stopped him. He took me a photo. Then like 9 other people took a photo with him, and he was in the middle of the gym.
Oh wow!
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it was super awesome. It was super cool to get the access, and that is why the NBA, I think. Again, not to dive deep into the sports realm, but is so progressive in the way they promote the players in their league because they allow people like us to get on that list and get in there and be able to have access to these things.
That's cool.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
So it's pretty cool, and it was pretty awesome, and I think I'm super pumped, and I think people might think I'm a little bit better than I really am because I saw some people comment on like Instagram like, "Wow, is he drawing Zion Williamson?" I'm like, no, maybe one day. But
yeah, you should
take a photo with him though.
Did they follow the podcast network?
We did get a really good and of course I promote some of our Instagram stuff obviously, and that one got over 2,500 likes. And now like obviously promoted, that's great, but like we've never gotten over like
that's a lot.
500 likes. So obviously he did have an effect.
Broke a record.
Broke a like record. So that was pretty cool.
That's big time as you're starting to get a nice brand up.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to say this as well, right? So the thing that I recommend this week was also something that has gone on for me as well. So at FDU, we hosted a leadership academy.
Okay.
And 3 head coaches, baseball, women's basketball, and field hockey, were the directors of this academy, put it together, brought in 3 speakers, set it up for about 36-hour day. 12 assistant coaches came to help run the academy. The idea was help the assistant coaches learn to be better leaders, give them ownership on things, which is a good skill for them to learn, while also having these 40 student athletes, 2 or 3 nominated by each coach in the department, learning how to be leaders from all these people, right? Got some gear, cool stuff, right?
Wow.
So the Philadelphia Phillies mental skills coach, Hannah, and I want to get her name correct, and I wrote it down so Hannah Huseman, who's awesome, and hopefully coming on the Rome show as well.
Outstanding.
To talk more about this, she suggested something that she does with her big leaguers. And I thought it was the coolest thing, and it's something that I want to do. I know our field hockey coach is putting it into play. It's the 3-2-1 plan, okay?
3-2-1.
3 things that went well for you today. It's kind of like a journal entry. Not like writing journal log for anyone that scares anybody, like just a quick sentence, bullet point, something along those lines. 3 things that went well, 2 things that you need to improve, 1 thing that you learned today. So here's the example. It's quick, right? And this is one of the Philadelphia Phillies in a 5-3 win against the Arizona Diamondbacks in April. 3 things that went well. I ate a light snack before the game. I remembered to do my me time before the game.
Nice.
Talked through a pitch sequence with catcher to understand why he called what he did. Ended up agreeing with him. Okay? 2 things he said he needed to improve. Sticking to my 12-second routine when I get rocked.
Nice.
Pretty honest. Wearing emotions on my face. I thought that was a really good one.
No, that was a good one.
1 thing I learned today. If I do my 12-second reset between each pitch, I will be able to bounce back faster.
Nice.
So it's a cool little exercise.
Yeah.
Because the point was people tend to be really hard on themselves. And self-reflection is really important. But knowing how to self-reflect is a difficult thing for people.
It's not easy.
My suggestion to the people, which is something I'm going to try and do now as well, is what Hannah talked about, which was the 3-2-1 plan. 3 things that went well, 3 things that you need to improve, and 1 that you learned. And the last thing I'll say about it is the idea is people always tend to think more negatively over the positives. Well, in this theory, really, you're thinking about 3 things that were good, 2 you need to improve on, and 1 you learned. So you start to train your mind to err on the side of the more positive realm as opposed to the more negative realm, which is something more important long term.
No, definitely. I think I need a 12-second rule.
Yeah, it's not. It's
I like this 12-second rule. So he counts the 12 and he's reset.
Yeah, but the difference probably for him is it's probably in terms of quickness, needing to keep pace as opposed to pitching too slow.
No, the self-reflection piece is good, and I like the 12 seconds thing. Like I talk to our people about the reflection side a lot. Like, hey, did you have a good day, a bad day, or an okay day? You know, or it's like okay, good, or great, and then you can rate it yourself and say why. So that's a good one that we like to do at work too. And that actually brings me to my tip of the week, which is to stick with it.
Ooh.
And I think that everyone goes into something with a plan. And like your pitcher, for example, he goes on the mound, he sees a batter, he's got a plan, right? And then he gets rocked, right?
Yep.
And then he's got to reset for the next batter because he's got to get the next guy out, right? Same with this, and you don't plan to get rocked. It's not like, oh, hey, I'm going to devise this plan to win. By the way, like, I'm going to prepare for getting rocked. No, you just know it's going to come. You don't know when. Right? You know it's coming. Right? So I think, but sticking with it, I think, is really important. That's what I've been telling myself lately. Hey, like, you went into something with a mindset and an idea that said, I believe that this is what I or we, depending on where you're at, need to do to win. Right? Yeah, the first 6 to 12 weeks is really the defining moment. Like, you have to stick with it because those are the moments where you don't know if it's going to work yet, right? Because everyone's still kind of figuring it out. You're building into it. You're figuring it out. Like, yeah, you put an idea together, but it's impossible to know every detail until you start getting into it and start executing. So I think stick with it is my tip, and I think it goes well with what you talked about too.
And it's got to be like simple daily things too. Like it can't be all grandioso and this huge plan to be, of course you want to get to the end result as quick as possible, but you have to understand to the point of sticking with it that's a process.
Oh yeah.
And it's going to suck sometimes. It's actually going to suck a lot of times because it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, most of the time.
It's going to be hard. And that's why, that's why a few weeks ago I recommended the workout group, because that somehow for me was that task that was able to help me understand how to get the habits back on train and be able to do something consistently every single day and then build that into the career and the relationships and everything else that goes on into your life that you want to make positive every single time you invest time in it.
Yes. No doubt.
I like it. Stick with it.
Stick with it, people.
We'll tweet it. We'll gram it. You'll see it. That's exciting. So, last week, and I thought about this a lot, or 2 weeks ago, obviously, so we missed last week.
I know, we weren't here.
We weren't here. We were, like, so on in the urban poetry category.
Yes.
That I was, like, coming into today, and I'm like, all right, like, again, don't put any pressure on yourself. Stay good, stay positive in the mind, But just understand that, like, you did really well the last time you were on air. So just go into it and have some fun, because it might not be as good.
Or you could just Michael Strahan it and get out.
Just dominate.
Just get out. Be like, I ended on top.
Yeah.
No.
You know what?
Well, yeah, I dominated.
You want me to retire?
Yeah. That's what I mean. Because he retired after the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Well,
yeah.
No. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it.
Do you want to go back to back?
Yeah, I like to go back to.
All right. Here you go. Nice. All right. Well, I have a beat for you then. Right. So let's just start.
Here we go.
Because it's exciting times.
It's exciting. Maybe you can give me hand signals when my beat's about to drop. Isn't this a long intro? Oh, it's about to drop? Alright, cool.
There it is. The beat just dropped. Not the
I can't work on lines in my head while you're spitting lines back to me. Those are good lines, though.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not here to get in your way. I'm just, like, warming up the people.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's like, I'm the hype guy.
Yeah. I'm excited. I love Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
There's that black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
I heard it on Hard Knocks. And
ooh.
Yeah, I know. We can talk about it.
We can talk about Hard Knocks.
Yeah, no
That's
doubt.
exciting.
I would love to
thanks
know
to you being able to get me on the HBO Go.
I mean, you can get that.
All right. Listen, urban poetry. What? At what point do we... you ever go first in this?
No.
All right. Yeah, all right. Fair.
Why would I go first?
All right.
This is your baby.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Do you have it in your head?
I wrote down, again, Costa.
You have 14 seconds from the time that I hit play.
14 seconds.
Yes.
Okay.
On your mark.
Yep.
Get set.
Yep.
Blanco.
Yeah. Little Blanco. Blanco. Killing it. Rocky next to me and he's feeling it. Leaning. Side to side. Rolling to the studio, $1 million rides. $10, maybe 10 cents. Just kidding, baby. I'm speaking common sense. This lesson. I'm a professor bessin'. That wasn't English, but I'm still gonna go, baby. It's time to finish. This my world of Rome. It's a podcast network you're gonna call your home.
Oh yeah, because everyone's coming here. Because you're listening.
I got loopy, but it was fun.
Nah, that was good. It was good for a bit.
We were there.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was nice.
Oh.
I thought it was nice, really nice.
You know what happened there? And it's funny how, like, when you try and do something that you're not naturally good at, like, you get excited, but it's almost like a bad thing, right? It's like, so like I'm spitting the rhymes. I got the rhymes wrote down like that I feel like I could work with. And then all of a sudden I like felt it too much and I started beating my head. I'm like, I can't read the words.
And then he just threw a baby.
I'm like, I can't read what I wrote down.
Baby.
Oh man. See, but that's just in case we have ears out there that don't hear bad words all the time. I'm not going to be like the common bar spitter and drop bad words out here. You know, we're going to keep it respectful.
Yeah, we're going to Will Smith our raps.
So I'd rather say not real words.
It's the wild, wild west out here.
It is the wild, wild west. We are getting jiggy with it in here right now.
Yeah, that is right.
All right, if Esta Costa was here, I would feel like she'd give me like a 4.2.
Yeah, it'd be in the middle.
She would like it. I don't think she'd retweet it.
I agree.
Right?
Agree.
All right,
agree.
fantastic.
Because she feels, she wants to show her support.
Yes, and she always will.
Yeah, she'll never not like something.
Right, but she's not retweeting it.
You got to do something really mean to Esta Costa if she's gonna not like your stuff.
100%.
No
All right.
doubt.
Well, good. At least I didn't bomb it.
No,
I
you
can't
did great.
go. I can't go from the pinnacle and then not make the playoffs the next season.
Yeah, that's yeah.
At least I made the playoffs.
That's good. That's right. Yeah, but you were 9-7.
Yeah. It's typical. All
and
right.
you could still win the Super Bowl 9-7, so it's okay.
Now you give me a Super Bowl
Poem. I'm going back old school, and I'm keeping it simple. I'm going back to the haiku.
Ooh.
I used the haiku a couple weeks ago. This is a new haiku, though. I'm not taking one from high school again.
Oh, so this is a original haiku.
Original haiku.
Original haiku. Excuse me. Original haiku. Urban poetry. The poetry segment. Rocco Rome.
This is named I Can't Find You. Hey, where did you go? Work? Drink? Girl? Gone fishing? Bro! Missed you last week.
Oh, that was good.
I Can't Find You by Rocky Romanella.
Oh, that was fantastic. We have to publish these. We have to put these online.
That's a great one.
That's a great one.
Because I missed you.
That retweet.
No,
Retweet.
really?
100%.
Wow, thank you.
Retweetable.
I appreciate it.
100%. I think I would retweet and like that one.
Yeah, natural clap.
See, that's where we need to get the better technology because since I had the boo lined up today, we can't have the clap signs lined
You
up.
need to learn how to use multiple windows in Safari.
We'll get there. Well, yeah. That's a whole nother podcast, right? That was great. Where was the inspiration from? I could tell, but...
Well, I missed you.
Yeah,
and I
that.
was sad that I didn't get to write a poem last week, and I didn't get to hear you do your radical rap lyrics.
Yeah, I know.
Alliteration.
Wow, that was alliteration.
That's right.
Mr. Martin would be proud.
Again, lyrical masters over here
Yeah,
in every realm.
I love it.
We can spit English, raps, poets.
Soon Spanish raps.
That would be.
Ooh, maybe a special. Spanish special.
Speaking of, that would be cool. The whole thing.
Espanol. Oh, like the whole podcast?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what are we doing out here?
Let's
There would just be a lot of holas. ¿Dónde está?
Let's interview Jen in English, but only let her respond in Spanish. And she's the entire show.
That'd be fantastic.
That'd be really funny.
So it would be like something like, so Jen, how you feeling today?
But yeah, you could just continue to ask. And she has to answer
in Spanish.
And we have to keep it like it's flowing the right way, but she has to answer in a completely opposite way than what we're asking.
That's fantastic. That's a great idea. That is fantastic.
Nice. Well, that ends our urban poetry segment of the day.
That's a good urban poetry segment right there.
No,
I like it.
I tell you what, though, just in real time thought, not a Costa not being here to rate.
Yeah,
it kind of sucks.
It does bring it down a little bit. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like. When I got to the studio today and it was confirmed that she was not going to be here for the podcast, I was like, it's okay. I get it. It's cool.
No, I know.
But it's just like, man.
It's tough.
It is different.
Yeah.
Well, we won't do a lot of Not a Costa episodes in the history of the Rome Squared podcast.
Yes. True.
You know. Well, you and Not a Costa, though, did talk about something, and I thought it was a pretty good idea, which was because we love to talk so much about the things that we're watching.
Yes.
We should be letting the people know more the things that we're watching.
Yeah, so this week, I'm glad you asked, I caught a really cool It's not a documentary now because there's 4 of them, so they call it a mini series. Which
But like,
who cares?
what line goes from mini series to regular series? Like
It's
9
only 4.
episodes?
It's like 4 episodes,
Or
and
less.
it's educational.
So if I have an 8-episode series, that doesn't count as a mini series.
You know what? I really don't know the rules. All I know is that this one is on History Channel,
Okay.
and it's called "The Food That Built America."
Oh wow!
I know it's so they did the Men That Built America a couple years
Yep.
ago. Rockefeller, Carnegie, all those guys.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah, he was in there.
Yeah, do you know the Vanderbilt?
Mansion?
FDU, Mansion.
Yeah, I know. We went there on our junior trip.
To FDU?
No, to the Vanderbilt
The
Mansion.
one in New York City.
Yeah, to the one in by not Ramapo, the other one.
By
right
Drew.
there. Anyways, it's in New York, dude. Who
No,
cares?
what? Continue.
So the Food That Built America is a mini series
Okay.
about all the people that revolutionized the food industry in the late 1800s, early 1900s in America. So
Wow.
you're talking Kellogg's, you're talking KFC, the Colonel.
Ooh,
You are
wow.
talking Milton Hershey chocolate bars.
Wow.
M&Ms. Frozen foods.
Who would have thought those guys were there? to build
Heinz
America?
ketchup, Coca-Cola. These are the brands and the foods that you're learning about how they got their startups.
Built America.
They built America. Well, yeah, the food industry is a bigger advertising market than cars and everything else.
How did they help build America?
Because they showed what national branding is. They established new markets that had never been seen before. No one ate dry cereal
Yeah.
until Kellogg
point.
made the flake, the cornflake.
And then everybody. Did they eat cereal with milk?
I mean, I don't know if milk was.
Like a thing?
I mean, it had to be.
It
Right?
had to be a thing, right?
No one really talked about the milk portion of this,
No,
but they
I
just
thought-
talked about the flake.
Just a flake.
Yeah.
And how does one make a flake? Like, did they?
Do you really want me to get into it?
Yeah.
So you take a grain, in this case corn, and you put it in this dough, and you get it really, really flat, and they put it in this huge rolly compressor. Imagine a steamroller on the cement for crushing dough.
Wow.
And it sucks all the air out of it and makes it flakes.
Wow. That's mind blowing. I gotta watch this show.
You should.
The food that built America. Mm-hmm. So clearly not McDonald's and Burger King.
No, McDonald's is in there.
Really?
Yeah, it's towards the 4th episode of the miniseries.
Wow.
Yeah, McDonald's stories is pretty cool actually.
Wow. Well, but no shocker, mine's sports related.
That's cool.
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks is awesome.
That's because you told me it was awesome, so I had to watch it. However, I only got to watch episode 1.
So good.
It's so good.
Let's go watch episode 2 right now.
We can go watch episode 2 when we're done. John Gruden, I like him more than I thought I would.
Same.
I don't know if I like all of him, but I like a lot more of him than I thought.
I always enjoyed his commentary on Monday Night Football, so I knew he was a really good analyst, which is what I liked about him. Like
Yeah.
he always made the X's and O's seem pretty simple.
He's funny too, but like
Yes.
obviously those aren't the most important things in a coach, but building relationships is. But that's now I know they're gonna show what they want to show, but at the same time, in what I saw in the first episode, they showed him being great in front of the team, him having conflict with a player. Like they kind of showed different angles of him, and through most of it, I kind of like the way he handles himself. I'm curious.
I think you're gonna like him even more in episode 2.
Okay, well now I'm even more intrigued.
Yes.
But my only question, isn't every team that's ever been on Hard Knocks, never made the playoffs? Isn't historically that no team has ever made the playoffs? In
I
Hard
hope
Knocks?
that's not. Oh, is that like the Madden curse?
Yeah, it's like something like that. Like I don't think any team has ever made the playoffs if
Let's-
they're on Hard Knocks because
You
they
know what?
usually
Let's ask,
get bad teams.
Let's not look it up. Let's ask a Romo Sapien to chime in and let us know. You're getting distracted by the computer.
So I'm on the Tennessee Aquarium, and there's only one job listed right now. It's the Forestry Fellowship.
It's not the butterfly catcher.
Unfortunately, I don't know if they have the butterfly catcher available right now.
So we've officially come full circle.
We have come full circle. And I typed it into the keywords and it's not coming up. So for the next Rome Squared, I'll do a little more research on that one.
Yeah,
and see if
definitely.
I can put my application in for Tennessee Aquarium
It's a really nice way to finish.
butterfly catcher.
I
It
like
is.
it.
It's been a blast.
Esta Costa's on her way home. Just got the chat. Just got the text.
Not a Costa, no longer. in about 20 minutes, and we're excited about it. We won't be not a Costa hopefully next week for the Rome Square podcast. I'll tell you that.
Very exciting to be back full time.
Twitter, Instagram, Coach Romo24, at Coach Rocky917. You can get this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Just rate, review, and share it with a friend. When you are done, remember, check out the Dab Podcast. The Rome Show, returning August 25th, Monday. Rob DeToma coming to talk about building a program. We got a lot of time for that. Andrew Romanella, Rocky Romanella.
We are out.
Peace.
Me gusta así, me gusta así, me gusta así, me gusta así,